He did come to heal the sick, but his main purpose in coming was to deal with sin. And then he had to heal the sick and raise the dead because the consequences of sin were those things. But he came to deal and call out sin in the earth. But we act like sin's okay today because we're under grace. Because we are so close to greasy grace, but we won't call it greasy grace because we say we're against greasy grace, but we're right there at the door knocking on greasy grace, I'm telling you today. So I'm just jumping around. But so that was the response that he did. He ripped his clothes and he cried before God. Then in Ezra 9, Ezra heard, he was a teacher, and he heard that the sons had taken pagan wives, and that's against the law to do that, you know. And so it says, for they had taken some of their daughters as wives for themselves and for their sons, so that the holy race had intermingled with peoples of the land. Indeed, the officials and the chief men have been foremost in this unfaithful act and direct violation of God's will. When I heard this, I tore my clothes, my robe in grief. I pulled out some of my hair from my head and my beard, and I sat down appalled at the shame of it, that everyone who trembled at the words of God of Israel, because the unfaithfulness of the exiles gathered to me as I sat appalled. They trembled because they had fear of God, because they understood sin. God's not okay with sin, okay? He's not okay with your sins.